my view on that is, you see, the moment you start labeling people, okay, this person is so important, this person is this person is that, that's the beginning of, every group collapsing. Because that person feels, oh, okay, all right, so if people are saying I'm the best one in the group, I'm this in the group, then I can do it on my own. And that's where the deception comes in. You start feeling you can do without the rest. Okay, because it's a group, right? Everybody have their role to play in the group. Mind you, you might be the performer in the group, but you might not be the best songwriter in the group. The performer I'm talking about is when you get to stage performance, you might be the one, moving now, vibing with the audience, and you might think so to the audience you are so vibrant when it comes to stage performance. That might deceive you. You might start thinking, okay, I can do it on my own, but you might not be the best songwriter, right? You might not be the best singer, Yeah, so when it comes to a group, no, everybody is very important. Regardless what you see on the screen, probably behind that person does most of the job.
Yes. It can be several factors.
Okay.
That some of it can be finance.
Oh, okay.
Because maybe you in the group, you have maybe each of the members contributing, or management that is pushing you.
Okay.
It can be change in trend.
Okay.
So there are so many factors that can cause.
Those within the group know that this person is very integral when it comes to our group, or when it comes to our musical setting. So from that point of view, that is coming from within the group, we know there's someone who is always important.
Okay.
In the music group.
Okay. Hi people, welcome to another week. And today's segment, we'll be talking about the musical group. So subscribe to the channel, like, share, so you can reach, a lot more people. And also leave your thought in the comment section. Okay, so I would like to take your views on musical groups from Ghana. Okay, so but before that, let me introduce my guest. On my right, I have Shine, the international Shine, and on my left, I have Gilbert. My first question is going to Shine. Can you give out your top 5 musical groups from Ghana?
Top 5 musical groups from Ghana?
Yes.
First of all, I would like to thank your viewers and also you for inviting me on this noble platform.
Thank you.
And talking about 5 musical groups from Ghana, is it all time?
Yeah, all time. Like
Okay.
any way, like anyhow you would want to arrange it, but not in
Okay.
any order though.
Yeah, no, in order.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So my first group will be Osibisa.
Osibisa,
Yeah,
okay.
Osibisa have been there from the 70s.
Okay.
69 early
Okay.
to late,
Okay.
Yeah. And my second group will be Nakorex.
Nakorex, yeah,
Nakorex
that's
was made up of
Amanziba,
yeah,
Akose
Nazbrew.
Japan, yeah.
So that's 2.
Yeah.
Right? And my third group will be, mind you, I'm not arranging any
Yeah,
order,
not in any order though.
yeah.
Yes.
So my third group will be, I think, Buk Bak.
Buk Bak, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my fourth group will be R2Bees.
R2Bees,
Yeah. My fifth group is going to be Achami.
Achami, okay,
Yeah.
that's Ochami Kofi and Ochami Kwame.
Sure.
Okay, all right, so those are his groups that he just listed. Gilbert, can you give me your top 5 groups musical groups from Ghana?
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree with you.
But you listed
looking at where I grew up, or the
Yeah.
time I grew up, I can't really go that far.
Okay.
But I'll start with Osibisa.
Okay.
For them, I think they started in the 1969.
Okay.
Then I'll look at VIP.
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 Yeah, VIP.
And then I also look at Praye.
Praye, yeah.
Yeah, I'll look
That's
at Praye.
right, yeah, Praye.
And then Buk Bak.
Buk Bak.
And then lastly, Keche.
Keche. Yeah. That's his 5 groups, top 5. But with me, I think, to be fair, I'll name more than just 5, just for some reason. So Like all the people that you mentioned, I agree. You know, from the VIP, not the VVIP, but the VIP to the book bags to the Osibisa to the Nakores to the Praye,
Yeah.
you know, and double. You know, I'll add double, I'll add Keche, I'll add Dope Nation, I'll add you know, the list can go on and on and on, right? Yes. So 4S4, no leaving out 4S4, no way,
4x4
4S4,
is good.
yeah, 4S4, I'll add 4S4,
Yeah.
yeah. So you know, R2Bees I mentioned already, 4S4, yeah. So yeah, so far the list can go on and on and on and on. Okay, so that is it. Those are the groups, not the only groups that you know influence Ghana music, but those are the groups that we could mention because all the groups that we mentioned, we're about defending them.
Yeah.
Okay, so to start with, you see the groups that you mentioned. Give me, let's say, like a song each or two, if you can name like more, but it shouldn't be more than three
Okay,
from
so
each group. Yeah,
that's Osibisa.
yeah,
We know we are
going, yeah.
And then one welcome home.
Welcome, yeah, that's we are
No,
going.
we have
Heaven,
another
no, we are
welcome
going.
home.
Okay.
You've been gone.
Ah, okay,
You see
all
that
right,
one? Yeah, and
okay.
then
Prayer,
Praye
which song?
gave us a hit. They
Mhm.
have Angelina.
Mhm.
They have they have a lot.
Okay,
But Angelina was very popular.
okay.
VIP.
VIP, which song?
They had songs that traveled even to Nigeria.
Ahunkaum.
Ahunkaum.
Yeah.
And
Uh
stuff.
huh.
Keche.
Keche, which song?
You give us a look going to be coming.
Okay.
And then Buk Bak.
Buk Bak.
So they can go
Name
on.
a song.
Back. You will escape the word.
Okay, yes. So to you,
Super jump the question.
I should jump it.
Let's go to another.
Okay,
question.
so those are the groups that I mentioned with the book bag, with the you know with the VIP, I'll go with Money Lover. Yeah, they have something like that. That was way back,
Yeah.
and it was really banging. So I'll go for the R2Bees. I think I'll go for Live. For Live, yeah, I'll go for Live, and then with Praye, I think either Angelina or is it Darling or Dora? You know, the list can go on and on and on. Yeah, they had all the groups that we mentioned had a lot of beautiful songs, hit songs, but just not to kill time, let's leave it there. Now the next thing is let's look at something. Okay, these groups that we mentioned, how did they influence the Ghana music industry? And because I skipped that question, let me take it from you.
Yeah.
The groups that we mentioned, how was their influence on the music industry? How was it like?
Yeah, I would say, let me start from Osibisa.
Osibisa, yeah.
Because then they are one of the pioneers who started with high life music.
Music
And,
band
you
in
know,
general, yeah.
So I believe that they have had really a positive impact on our music. I mean, the music we're listening today, is like most of what we're listening today is from that era.
No, okay.
From the inspiration back then to now. I've seen that we have grown.
Okay.
We've come a long way, and I think also that we have more room to improve.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just mentioned Osibisa.
Yeah,
what about
sure.
Achami? You mentioned Achami.
Achami is also a very good group.
Yeah. So their influence on the Ghana music, in general.
In general,
Yeah.
I've actually spoken to a few people who have great memories of, Achami
Oh, okay.
when they were kids. So I think it has really impacted our youth and our music, or shaped our music in a way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is positive.
Oh, okay. What do you also have to say about the groups and their influence? Just to add one more group, Brothers.
Brothers.
Yes, Brothers also did some magic,
Yeah,
so just to add Brothers, and one of their hit songs were Simple. Was Simple, because Simple got people, refixing it. Dadio Panka got a hit from Simple
It was a
and
really
many
good
others.
tune.
So yes, we're now living out Brothers. Thanks for giving us that, sweet memories and then sweet banger. So with you, the groups and then their influence in the Ghana music industry, the groups you mentioned, of course.
So I think coming from the 2000s,
Mm-hmm.
let's say from the 2004, it was mostly groups,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then they really influenced our life with their beautiful songs and then with their hit songs.
Okay.
So from the 2000s to the 2005, because looking at Keche, they started from the 2004. From
Okay.
2004, Buk Bak to 2004, but
Buk
R2Bees,
Bak?
yeah.
No, Buk Bak was 90 something.
No,
98.
VIP was 97,
Yeah.
but
Book back.
2000s.
2000,
In the
yeah,
2000s.
No.
2004.
Even it's 4S4 that was, that came in the 2000s. Book
Yeah.
back was
Okay,
there
we can-
because Book
okay.
back 4S4 is actually a sub of Book back.
Buk Bak, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Book back was 4S4. Book back brought 4S4.
Okay.
All right, and then
Sure.
also let's give shout out to Kida Fest. Kida Fest, empower all these people. FBS,
FBS,
Olumambuge,
Yeah,
FBS,
another great group.
another great group.
Yeah.
You see, so yes, so
So coming through, because with R2Bees too,
Yeah.
I think they came through from the 2007.
yeah,
So looking at our music industry from the 2000s, it was more of a good thing, and
okay,
then they really impacted on us, honestly.
okay. Starting from the groups that I mentioned, Osibisa were one of the people that were traveling constantly that makes groups and bands so attractive that people were so much interested, even the foreigners, right? Because I quite remember even Nigerians were part, or a Nigerian is part or was part of the Osibisa. That should tell you how interesting the group was, or how people love them, the love that people give to the group. And then let me just skip it, okay, for time's sake. VIP, Book Bag, Forest 4. These are the charms when it comes to the from 2000 to the 2010. In the 2000, these were the charms, because VIP were giving us that back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
4S4 were giving us back to back to back to back. And then Book Bag was giving up back to back to back to back to back.
But
Yeah.
talking about groups,
Yeah.
I would like to chip in this.
Okay.
Not forgetting Wulome.
Wulome,
That's like the
yes, the
Kinta
Wulomes, the
Yeah.
Wulomes,
There's
yes,
also traditional
Traditional, yeah.
groups.
Very-
Yeah, they're very, very good.
very
Yeah.
very beautiful.
So I
The
say big
Wulomos.
ups to them.
Yeah, big ups to the Wulomos. And me, if you ask me, I would say the Wulomos should keep coming, because those were the let's say those were the rhythms that we built
Yeah. Foundations.
our foundations. Those were the rhythms that we build our rhythms on today. All right, whatever we're playing today, we
It's
pick
based
it
on the,
from those
Nana
sides.
Pedu.
The Nampedu, yes.
I think they gave the
Is it-
foundation
Yes.
to
Whatever we're listening to today as a high life or whatsoever, those were the foundations. So yes, the Wulomos, to shout out to the Wulomos, and thanks to them for giving us that amazing rhythms. Okay, so with all the groups that we mentioned,
Yeah.
okay, they were beautiful groups, but of course they were led by someone.
Yeah.
All right, every group has a leader. So that brings a question: is someone very important in a group? Let's say you pick up a name and say this person is so important in a group. Is there something like that? Taking it from Gilbert.
probably to we watching or to the music lovers. we
To
may not do-
everything.
No, I'm coming.
Okay.
To those of us listening to the song, we may not know, but those within the group know that this person is very integral when it comes to our group or when it comes to our musical setting. So from that point of view, that is coming from within the group, we know there's someone who is always important in the
Okay.
music group.
Okay. All right. So the question is:
Yeah.
is someone important in a group? Like, we know there is a leader in every group, but is there someone in a group that
More
could say,
important.
yeah, more important?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think everybody is important
Okay.
because they are all contributing something. They're intellectual,
Yeah.
to the
Growth.
group and the growth of it.
Uh-huh.
And it might come in diverse ways,
Okay. Okay.
So I think everybody is important. I don't think someone is more important than the other in a group.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So my view on that is, you see, the moment you start labeling people, okay, this person is so important, this person is this person is that, that's the beginning of, every group collapsing,
Yeah.
because that person feels, oh, okay, all right. So if people are saying I'm the best one in the group, I'm this in the group, then I can do it on my own, and that's where the deception comes
Okay.
in. You start feeling you can do without the rest. Okay, because it's a group, right? Everybody have their role to play in the group. Mind you, you might be the performer in the group, but you might not be the best songwriter in the group. The performer I'm talking about is when you get to stage performance, you might be the one, moving now, vibing with the audience, and you might think so to the audience you are so vibrant when it comes to stage performance. That might deceive you. You might start thinking, okay, I can do it on my own, but you might not be the best songwriter, right? You might not be the best singer. Yeah, so when it comes to a group, no, everybody is very important. Regardless what you see on the screen, probably behind that person does most of the job.
Yeah.
International, let me take it from you. What makes it difficult for one to excel, as a solo artist? After a split from a group, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
It can be several factors.
Okay.
That some of it can be finance,
Oh, okay.
because maybe you in the group you have maybe uh, each of the members contributing, or management that is pushing you.
Okay.
It can be change in trend.
Okay.
So there are so many factors that can cause,
So
an
now you
artist-
listed the finance, the
Yeah.
change in trends.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the
Yeah.
management. You mentioned something like a management.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3.
And like I'm saying, there are so many factors that can cause an artist not to excel when
They go
or she
solo.
gets out, go solo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are some of the factors
That you listed 3. You listed 3. Okay. So same question with you.
So adding to what my brother said,
Yeah.
aside those factors,
Mm.
you have to be exceptionally good,
Okay.
because once you are out of the group, we are expecting something different, something unique, something that we will say, oh, okay, he came out of the group, he's giving us this. So I was happy when Uta,
Uta.
when they
Okay.
separated, and then the other one brought a very nice to Yebro Dada. I think he brought out 2.
They yeah bro dada in chain bro
Yeah,
nya.
yeah, and then he brought
That
one.
song they
that
were
was-
together.
No, they were not together.
Is that not the song Nigerian? No, they were together. They
No,
came back.
when they separated, he brought 2 tunes. That was
But the yeah bro dada.
no, it
that,
was just
no.
two.
It was like it was a they did it as a team as the Uta.
No, it was just one person.
Okay.
Oh,
Can you kindly check it for us?
yeah, it was just one
Yes. Confirm it for us to see, because I strongly believe that was for both.
No.
But you proceed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you should be exceptionally good.
Okay.
You should bring something different from the old group you were joining.
Okay.
That is me adding up
to what he's saying.
So like like I was saying, lack of innovation. Once you're out of the group as a solo artist, people are expecting more from you.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
expecting something that is of I wouldn't say standard, but then something exceptional from you that will wow them.
Okay.
So if they don't have that, it's gonna be difficult.
Difficult. Okay. So let me put it like this. You see, so as a group that has a hit song, all right, the only way you could excel is if you can produce a bigger song than a song that you had as a group. But if you couldn't match that monster hit, you're still gonna be in a shadow
An
of
average.
you're still gonna be an average artist. Okay, we can take a lot of groups that they split, and individually they couldn't do it. Not that their talent has been reduced or anything. No, they are still same people. They could still do it. They could still do what they were doing. But the whole point is they were still producing, but they didn't get that monster hit that happens to be bigger, or that should be bigger.
And sometimes another factor can be rebranding. Because
Okay.
now they have rebranded into another person, and they're trying to find their spot in the industry where they fit in, or They might not do the same genre as
The general, yes, they might
I
not do.
think
Okay.
one important aspect too is sometimes people may love you because you are in the group.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, when you split, it's
don't-
going to be different.
different.
Yeah, and the only way you can excel
Is to bring something huge.
bigger than the group.
Yeah.
Let's take the Jackson Brothers for instance. Michael Jackson Brothers were there. They were playing shows but Michael Jackson was able to stand out because he brought out a monster hit, which happens to be bigger than what they produce as a group. Let's take
The Lumba Brothers.
Let's take
that one.
yeah, the Lumba Brothers, because the Lumba Brothers together
Yeah.
hasn't produced anything bigger than Daddy Lumba's Abinwaha. So Daddy Lumba was still able to outstand the group as a Lumba
It was
Brothers.
one of the best decisions
Yes.
he ever made.
Okay, it was one of the best decisions
He ever
to
made.
Gilbert.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's take Buk Bak for instance. After the split, Bright came back with Condom.
Yeah.
That was the use on condom. Yes, but guess what? The condom song wasn't still bigger than the rest of the songs they made, right? So that makes Bright still couldn't stand out as Bright, as Prince
I think
Bright.
with Bright,
Mm-hmm.
Condom was a hit. But
Yes,
the point is, once you bring a hit, you should be consistent.
yes.
If you bring a hit and you
But
go
the
low
condom,
again,
but condom wasn't bigger than Secret Kekena.
yeah, but
and,
he gave
and
him a
Pen.
limelight.
No, so you're getting it wrong. We're saying it's not that you can produce, right? But the only way you could overshadow the groups, that they'll stop mentioning the groups and focus on you, is when your song is way bigger than all the songs
But
that
as-
the group
As
produced.
he separated and
You
he
see,
brought
we have-
Condom,
we have-
it was
we have-
something you could step on.
We have hit
Yeah,
and we have monster hit,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yes. Every artist, when they record a song in the studio, to them it's a hit.
yeah.
But it's for us to determine what type of a hit that song is.
Yeah.
If it's a monster hit or a regular hit. Condom wasn't a monster hit
Yeah.
as compared to Buk Bak's catalog.
I get it. But what I'm trying to say, Condom was enough for him to step on it to another level.
He couldn't step on it. That's not our
Consistency.
fault.
That's
But
what
it
I'm
wasn't
saying.
a monster hit. It
Oh,
doesn't
yeah, I
out-hit
understand.
or
But
even Gonja Barras. Condom hasn't surpassed Gonja Barras.
Yeah, but-
So that's the point we're trying to make, that
I get it.
one has to bring out a monster hit which
Yeah.
could kill all the
But what
previous-
if you bring the monster hit and you lay low? I'm
you're
saying,
still gonna be
you need to be
known.
consistent.
You're still gonna
If
be
you're not consistent,
you have to be.
you
It's
can
a consistency.
international. Based on what do you choose those top 5? Based on what do you choose them? Because we have a lot of list, yes, that you could choose from. So based on what do you choose them to be your top 5?
Okay, it was actually based on their performance and also their impact in the industry, because we can all attest to that. The likes of, Osibisa, they traveled all around the world.
Okay.
The likes of,
The Wulomos, because you mentioned Wulomos.
Wulomans,
Okay.
they have that, it's visible. We can see them, and that's what we are building on. So that's where I base my selection on.
Okay. Okay. So Gilbert, same question to you. Based on what do you choose those groups to be your top 5?
Well, I'm looking at the impact they had in the industry.
No. Okay.
Then
Okay.
the mileage, looking at the mileage that they went in terms of their music, their music. Looking at someone like, he's already mentioned Osibisa, so let me go to VIP.
Yeah.
VIP was banging in Ghana and Nigeria
Yeah.
at the same time. When you look at Praye, they won an award for best group of, I think, for the whole West Africa.
Okay.
When in the early in the early 2000s, 2004. And then when you look at Keche for me has been the consistency. Because looking at them from 2004 to
Okay. So the group
2024,
came to assistant.
yeah, 2004
Okay.
to 2024, 20 years of consistency.
Okay.
I mean, it's something we can look at. It's an achievement.
Okay.
You understand? And then so yeah, basically, I'm just looking at, for Keche is their consistency and then how far they've come as a brand Keche, and then with VIP and then the other individuals. Praye Praye gave us back to back.
Okay.
I mean, back to back tunes.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay. So,
Yeah.
to me, I would say, like they said, one's influence, a group's influence on the industry. Okay, so when we take the Osibisa, for instance, they introduce the high life to the Western world. All right, they introduce it to them, and it makes them love the high life. And other bands based on that to travel out there to also play equal, shows or similar shows. That's because the first people that they witnessed did a great job, right? And then when we come to the VIPs were the first people to shoot a video in the United States live on the street. Okay, they shot a video in the United States live on the street. They were living the United States live. They were showing to them with the addressing and all of that. VIP did it. People in the United States, then some people had encounter with them and they love it. And even people from here saw that kind of moves and they like it. That okay, so we can also shoot a video in the Western world. We can shoot a video in the United States. We can do that here. So VIP also introduced that, and not just that, they give us a hit song that cut across the whole of Africa. That song currently, Whiskey sample that song Ahunkawom, and then Mama G from Nigeria sampled it, and then that is an influence from this part of the country to that side. And then when we take 4S4 for instance, they also made massive impact in the industry. Okay, they introduced our industry to a whole lot of people across Africa. Same as Buk Bak got us loving the hip life here because they fuse it with the ragga from Ronnie Coaches. Yeah, so those are the things, they have great impact. So my group, and then the Wolomos. The Wolomos also gives, the Western world and including us, that vibe that when you come to Ghana, we have this kind of drum. There's a drum that sound like this, there's a drum that sound like that. That's also something that they introduced. Yeah, the traditional aspect of, what the high life was built on.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so I think those, and then all the groups that we mentioned, they did something great. Each group, R2Bees, they did something great. So all these groups that we mentioned, they are the best groups that create positive impact on our industry. Yeah, so yeah, and then kudos to all the groups, and Dope Nation, they are the newest group. They should keep it up. They should also, those people, like on a serious note, they release banger back to back. We might not be paying attention, but Dope Nation is one of those people. They give you banger back to back. So let's support Dope Nation, and let's support any other group which is yet to come. All right, let's stream their songs. Let's give them the maximum support. So all the good things that we said about the previous people, they can continue from where they stopped. Okay, yeah. So give us a thumbs up. Join us in the comment section. Tell us your best group ever from Ghana, and then and also subscribe to the channel. And all social media platform is The Rains Studios. So follow us on all the social media platforms. So, Gilbert, out of the groups that you mentioned, the 5 groups that you mentioned, give us your best of all the groups that we mentioned. I know, right?
I'm looking at these 2 groups, VIP and Praye.
VIP and Praye.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah,
sorry, Praye.
I recently I had time to listen to their songs.
You love
And
Praye that much?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. All right, so
I'll go for Praye.
I'll
go for Praye.
Woo, that's really shocking. So your best.
I would say, they have all made an impact in the industry, but if you ask me, I'll still say Osibisa. Based on how far they took the high life,
Okay.
So, and I feel like we can do it,
Okay.
like they have shown us that
Okay.
it can be done. So
Okay.
I think the rest of us who are coming should also take up that mantle and push
Okay.
it to the limit.
Okay.
Yeah.
From where
They left
Osibisa.
off.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now back to me, right? My best of all time, or my best group out of the groups that I mentioned, is Ghana Music. Yes. my best group is Ghana music. I really love Ghana music, and all the people that we mentioned, I'm coming. I'm coming. Is that?
Was that in your list? Ghana music.
Yes, Ghana music. Yeah. So yes. So like I love Ghana music so much that even I don't care the age. That's me. When I'm listening to music, when it comes to Ghana music, or like when I'm listening to music, I don't know what is, oh, this was 20 years ago. I don't know what is this 25 years ago. As far as it's a jam, then it's still a jam to me. I don't know. I wasn't there then, but if it's good, that's music. It's good. So with me, my best, I think I'll give it to Ghana music. All the groups from Ghana were best, or were, let me just put it, were the best groups. Yeah, because like we were saying, they gave the impact, or they influenced others to also keep doing what they did. Do you get it? Regardless, they might not pops up in our top 5, but there was a group like this, and you want to do better than them. So one way or the other, unknowingly or knowingly, they motivate our top 5. All right, yeah. So I would say the best one, which I would defend it. All right, as I said, all the groups were good. I'm gonna come back to defend it. So let me leave it there.
Okay.
So why do you choose Praye? Defend the reason you choose Praye to be your best.
Okay.
Living out VIP, Buk Bak for Wulamos, Achiami, Lumbu Brothers, and Osibisa.
So, as I said, Praye won us award locally, international,
Okay.
and then they were consistent. When
Okay.
Praye was the group, they were very consistent, giving us back-to-back bangers. I'm not saying they were the best, but to me, they made my early childhood. They gave me early childhood memories.
Okay.
And then I wasn't there during Osibisa.
Yeah.
I only know a few of their songs, so I
Yeah.
cannot speak and say they are the best group.
But the records are
Yeah,
there.
the records are there. Yes.
But
Can't-
me jamming to Praye playing live,
different generations.
that is
yeah,
the point.
I get you.
That is the point. So I'm
Okay.
just saying, for me, Praye made my
Okay.
my childhood.
International.
Yeah.
Yeah, you chose Osibisa.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you defend that?
Yeah, I think when we compare all these groups and we ask people all around the world, everybody will agree to me, Osibisa, and
He
I
mentioned
also-
something that then
Yeah.
Osibisa, the time Osibisa was popping, he don't even know
Yeah.
what it is. So maybe if we go around the world, and then when we go to Europe, and we started asking people, kids his age probably might not know Osibisa. I don't know. I'm speaking based
Yeah.
on what he said. Do you believe what he
Yeah,
said?
but the kids too who are born today, and they will still come and know about all these people.
Yes. So
You
which
know.
means the age is not
Music
really a problem.
Yeah, but
universal age.
Okay.
I understand.
If it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
feel
of
like if Osibisa were to be in this generation
Yeah.
with the internet, you can imagine what the wonders they could have done.
Of course, they could
You
still pull numbers.
So
All right.
that's what I think.
Okay, so back to me saying had to defend the best group, and I chose Ghana music. I chose Ghana music because honestly, Ghana music is the bedrock of African music, or it's one of the bedrocks of African music.
Yeah, sure.
You can't mention African music and take Ghana out.
No.
You can't mention R2Bees and take hip life out. That's why I chose Ghana music as my best group, because Ghana music has so much influence on the current Afrobeat we enjoy today, and any other music that you could hear from Africa. Ghana music has, at a point in time, has influence on it.
Yeah.
All right, and then we built on it. That's why I chose Ghana music, and that's why I will choose Ghana music. So let's support Ghana music. Let's support every artist. It could be a rap, it could be Afrobeat, it could be dancer. Let's support Ghana music. All right, let's sell Ghana music to the world. Let's show the world we're not just the peaceful country that they know out there. We equally have, best rhythms that they could move to, that they could dance to, that they could enjoy. Okay, so I really appreciate having you guys, on the show today, telling us the groups, taking us back to the Osibisas and then the Wulamos. I really appreciate it. So on my left, Gilbert, we really appreciate your time today. And on my right, Shine.
Yeah.
Like I said, we really appreciate your time today. And then see you again next week with more energy. Subscribe, give us a like, follow us on all the social media platforms. Is The Rain Studios on all socials. Okay, and join us in the comment section. Tell us your best group and what makes them the best, and tell us the hit song that your best group gave us. Stay tuned. Catch you next week. So the location remains Wiggles. My 70 Junction is the place. If you want to host any form of event, it could be wedding reception, it could be birthday party, whatever it is that you want to host, that you need a space to host it, this is the right location.